Setting the record straight. Worried parents get answers about threats to Malibu High that spiraled out of control.
No more trespassing, the new rule to push homeless people out of high-risk fire areas.
Bored in Malibu? The changes that could be coming to Casa Escobar and bring more music to the center of town.
News at 5 starts now.
News, weather, and sports. Live from Malibu, this is NewsWaves 32.
Parents and students on edge. Malibu High School holds a meeting to set the record straight after two security scares at the school. Good evening, I'm Katie Muchler.
And I'm Christina Stratton. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of NewsWaves. In our top story this evening, NewsWaves 32 reporter Kaylin was at the meeting and joins us live from the school with how officials addressed the tense crowd. Kaylin?
Thanks, Christina. I'm here at Malibu High, where parents were on edge earlier this morning at the meeting that was scheduled to clear up any misinformation that was spread this past week.
And that is why we are on heightened alert.
Addressing an upset crowd, school officials at Malibu High called a meeting this morning after two separate incidents at the school last week brought confusion and fear. In the first incident, last Monday, a man reportedly threatened to punch a security guard before driving off. School officials say the guard then told parents that the suspect also threatened a shooting at the school, information that the guard did not report to sheriffs.
What was reported on that day to the sheriff's department and to me did not match what was then being reported to individual parents who were confronting that individual.
This led to misinformation about what really happened.
So that's what led to the further investigation by the sheriff's department.
The sheriff's department has identified the man and does not consider him to be a threat.
He has no criminal history, zero criminal history, including zero violent history. And he has no guns registered.
In the second incident, last Thursday, students in a French class apparently witnessed a girl writing a hit list.
And she was like writing it right next to us and saying, this is my cleanup list.
Students reported the girl to school officials, leading to mixed reactions from students.
I had 3 boys and I saw one thing like no big deal, and I saw one like heart beating, like making plans of escape.
School officials told parents today that the student who made the list is currently not in school. Parents came this morning wanting information on whether the girl will be allowed to return, information they could not get.
And we're asking for our lawyers to put together some information so that you guys understand we're not just saying this because we don't want to tell you. We can't.
What the school can say is that safety is the top priority.
It's why we show up to work every day. But the school is the community and the community is the school. Just like there's misbehavior in the community, there's misbehavior at school, and that's why we're here. To support your kids and to support you through it.
Malibu High is looking into implementing security measures such as adding cameras on campus and will continue to have police officers around for the extra security. I'm Kaylin Mendes for NewsWaves 32, and for now, back to you, Christina.
As the city continues to prepare for fire season, Malibu could be following the city of Los Angeles with a new rule to end homeless camps in high-risk areas. NewsWaves reporter Jenna Gartner joins us live with details on the proposed no trespassing ordinance. Jenna?
Thank you. Fire officials have officially declared that Malibu is a high risk for fire in this area, so the city is doing everything it can to prevent another Woolsey. But now a new ordinance might allow sheriff deputies to arrest people who are camping in high fire areas with a lot of brush, such as right here in Legacy Park.
Wildfires. City officials are taking action to protect Malibu against potential wildfires that threaten the city. With Malibu in a high fire threat zone, camping or living in brush areas could be a serious threat to public safety. A new ordinance proposed by the Public Safety Commission is trying to prevent this by banning camping in public areas, something that some residents are surprised about.
Well, I've been camping in Malibu my whole life. I mean, it's always been kind of normal in Malibu, but I mean, to be honest, the fire danger seems like it's almost kind of irrelevant.
While residents occasionally camp in the mountains, the bigger issue is homeless people who need a place to camp every night.
If they start the fire, that's a huge problem. And, you know, we had that big fire last year. So I have to think about it. I think it is a good idea to try to clean it up.
The ordinance would allow fire officials to notify and remove individuals in fire risk zones when there is a red flag warning. Individuals who do not leave on their own will be arrested for criminal trespass. Some residents wonder if this will fix the problem.
But I don't know what you're going to do if you arrest people. Where are you going to put them?
While others think officials may go too far.
Arresting is a little heavy. I think that's crazy.
But the general consensus is that something needs to be done to protect the Malibu community.
But I don't have a problem with having the authorities ask them to leave because it's dangerous. So many fires in our community have started because homeless people are trying to keep themselves warm.
While this ordinance may help to protect Malibu from future fires, the Public Safety Commission continues to discuss how it would be enforced.
Homeless camps have been the cause of many fires in the past, including some right here in Malibu. So the Malibu Public Safety Commission will be presenting this ordinance tomorrow night at its meeting at 5 p.m. Depending on the support it receives, it may then go to the Malibu City Council for further discussion. Jenna Ray Gartner, NewsWaves 32.
Thanks, Jenna. A changed rule about overnight parking on PCH is moving forward. The proposed change cleared the LA County Board of Supervisors. It will now be decided by the Coastal Commission next month. It aims to narrow the window when parking is not allowed to just 2 hours between 2 and 4 a.m. to better allow for enforcement. It's supposed to make crossing the highway during dark overnight hours safer, but residents also cite safety and health concerns. The request is asking for no parking signs in 3 specific areas: Leo Carrillo Beach, Coastline Drive, and Topanga Beach.
We now know the identity of the man struck and killed on PCH. The victim, 67-year-old Ronald Fout of Calabasas, was struck and killed in front of his wife. Authorities say Fout was attempting to cross PCH just before 7:30 on Friday night as he was leaving the opening of the new Cliff Diver restaurant near Mbala Pacifica. The driver remained on the scene and cooperated with officials. Just last week, a report about there being no deadly accidents on PCH this summer was released.
If you drive to Topanga Canyon, getting home before dark may be important this week. Overnight, crews will be conducting one-way traffic control along the Canyon Road from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. The work starts tonight. During the weekend, the lane closures will extend longer into the morning until 10 a.m. The work is part of a $3 million Senate bill to replace worn pavement and repair the highway shoulders. Malibu's efforts to keep beaches safe during the summer seem to be working. Every summer, a team of sheriff's deputies are on the ground patrolling Malibu beaches. City officials say the team's presence led to a, quote, remarkably peaceful summer this year. In a report by the Lost Hills Sheriff's Department, the team made 46 arrests on Malibu beaches this summer. 6 arrests were for felonies and 19 were for various misdemeanors. The Public Safety Commission will be discussing the team's efforts at their meeting tomorrow night.
The City of Thousand Oaks is launching a new general plan for the future of the city. The initiative is called Thousand Oaks 2045, rooted in community. Tomorrow is first community forum to seek input to shape a future vision of the city. The goal is for long-term preservation for the city. A community survey is available on the project's website right now.
Casa Escobar may be adding something new to their menu, and it's not food. The restaurant is applying to add outdoor live entertainment and expand their existing use permit. Casa Escobar is currently permitted to host events with less than 100 people, but the change would allow the restaurant bar to host 5 large events and 5 small events each month. The request is scheduled to be discussed at next week's Planning Commission meeting. And speaking of parties, well, not really, it's time to take a shot.
A different kind of shot. Why the flu tends to hit Malibu harder than other places.
A rough day. A little dog falls down a big well in Malibu. What made this rescue extra hard?
Even though we just pulled out our sweaters, it's time to pull out our short sleeves this weekend as things start to heat up. I'll be back after the break for our full weather forecast.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
I spy something beginning with S.
Snow?
No.
Snow-covered trees?
Nothing to do with snow.
Head outside to discover incredible animals and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure.
Wow.
So grab your loved ones.
Don't even.
And explore a world of possibilities.
Come on, this way.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest.
A big rescue for a little pup named Pablo. Firefighters rescued Pablo after he fell down a 30-foot well near Point Dume last Friday. It took rescuers 3 hours to reach the pup, who kept barking to let firefighters know he was alive. Rescuers say Pablo was covered in mud, but they were able to clean him up and return him to his owners. What a great story. I'm glad it turned out well for Pablo.
Poor little Pablo.
And we hope for a speedy recovery.
Yeah. Yes. How scary for his owners, too.
Well, good for him for barking. I heard he was the same color as the mud, so that's why he was hard to find. Oh.
So sweet. Well, Meg's here to talk about weather. Thank goodness, because both of you girls are in long sleeves.
Yes.
So looks like and it feels like I should have been better prepared for the weather today.
Yeah, it's another chilly night here in Malibu. It's currently 67 degrees outside, so it'll be in the high 50s throughout the night, and humidity is at 58%, and winds are traveling at 12 miles per hour. Currently, it's 68 degrees in Agoura Hills and Thousand Oaks. Calabasas and Santa Monica are also experiencing sweater weather, currently sitting at 69 degrees. Today's fire threat is low and is expected to remain very low over the next few days. Waves are dying down today. Surf conditions are flat, and starting at 6:15, the tide drops to 0 feet. Waves are currently reaching between 2 and 3 feet and are expected to remain the same tomorrow. Let's take a look at our 4-day forecast. The next few days will be warm, and we'll experience perfect California weather. The high for tomorrow is 74 with a low of 56. Thursday and Friday will be sunny with highs in the low 70s. And Saturday, we'll see an increase in the warmth of the heat, and that'll be around 72. And then it'll heat up to 75, and the lows will be in the mid-60s. It'll really warm up Sunday at 77 degrees. We can expect it to warm up next week, so that'll be more beach weather for us, so that'll be fun. But yeah, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's the fun part about living in Malibu.
Yeah.
You know, it might be October and people might be preparing for Halloween, but we can still get to go to the beach.
We can still have our beach days.
Yes.
So fun.
Well, it's time to say goodbye to paper ballots and hello to voting tablets. Malibu locals got a first-hand look at LA County's new voting system this weekend. The county is switching over to these touchscreen machines for the next election. The county held mock elections across 50 other sites. The new machines will debut at the March 3rd, 2020 primary election.
It's the first day of October and flu season. NewsWaves 32 reporter Hannah Fallman joins us with why health officials are pushing flu shots, especially in Malibu. Hannah?
Yes, as we are getting into the cooler months of fall and winter, flu season is upon us. Although national reports say only 8% of people get their flu shots, Malibu residents may be getting more.
Health officials are urging. The Center for Disease Control declares today as the first day of flu season. Health officials are urging people to get their flu shots early this year, and students at Pepperdine, like Caroline Wick, are listening.
I ended up getting the flu freshman year when I didn't get a flu shot, so since then I've been getting the shot every single year.
Health officials say people in Malibu get more flu shots than people in other places, a trend that comes from awareness of flu season. One of the reasons the flu is worse in Malibu than other places is that it's a big travel destination, and when tourists come to visit, they spread germs. Pepperdine in particular, like other college campuses, is a hot spot for the flu. Physicians say students often are exposed to a longer flu season lasting from September until May.
When you're in college, you're in such close quarters with each other in the dorms and everything that you can get each other sick really easily. So the flu shot's great for that because it keeps you from getting you and others sick.
Yes, experts agree and say the best way to prepare for flu season is getting a flu shot. The flu vaccine protects against different strains of the virus, including H1N1 and H3N2, two strains of influenza A. Some places to get a flu shot are any local CVS, Malibu Urgent Care, or the Pepperdine Student Health Center.
A study done by the Center for Disease Control found that getting the flu shot reduced the risk of the illness by 40 to 60%. Flu shots are offered here at Urgent Care and are also being given for free at Pepperdine Student Health Center's Stick or Treat event on October 26th. 32.
Thank you so much for that, Hannah. Now, coming up in sports.
A surprise win for one of Pepperdine's female tennis players, who she defeated to claim a top spot at the Oracle ITA Championship.
And when is the last time you got anything for a penny? How's your takeout dinner could cost only 1 cent tonight?
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
A penny for your burger? McDonald's is teaming up with DoorDash to offer customers 1 cent Big Macs. 1 million of them. To get the offer, you have to enter the code 1MBigMac. Once you do, you'll also be automatically entered for a chance to win $1 million. The offer ends on Friday.
Wow, what a great deal that is.
I know, it's just a penny, so I'm tempted. I've never had a Big Mac.
And it comes right to your door. I mean, why not?
Definitely convenient and cheap. So
yes,
might be trying it out tonight.
So Austin, what about you? Would you get your Big Mac for a cent?
I don't know. With my budget, I really try and stay away from McDonald's, but I mean, I mostly try and stay away from McDonald's, but with my budget, I might just have to try it. Women's volleyball picked up their second conference win and 6th overall on Saturday. As you can see, here's Tara Wiley right here, hammering the serve. This is in the first set. And when we look at the replay, she hits this ball so hard, goes straight to the second row, and the ball goes to the third row of the stands. And here we have Wiley killing the ball right here. As we can see, it hit off of the libero's leg right to the setter, and I don't think anyone's going to step in front of that ball. And then to end the game, we have Shannon Scully attacking the weak side of the Santa Clara defense. She really got the perfect pass with the bump right here. No set necessary. Shannon Scully winds up and she hammers that ball home. Pepperdine runs away with this one, and they'll play tonight at USD, 7 o'clock. Also, Pepperdine's women's tennis made history over the weekend. Ashley Leahy won the 2019 Oracle ITA Masters Tournament on Sunday. In the tournament's 5-year history, she is the first Wave to win. The Wave senior took no time, crowning herself as champion, defeating UCLA's number 9 Jada Hart in 3 sets. And right here, this is the point that it was off a serve. So Leahy tees it up. This is to win the game, hits it right to Jada Hart, and Jada Hart can't return it. When we look at it on the replay, she got such a big piece of this ball. The only thing Hart can do is put it right in the net. Another successful weekend for Pepperdine Athletics. Back to you at the desk.
Congratulations to Ashley, and thank you, Austin. So Fetch is not going out of style.
You'll want to wear pink for this, the new restaurant with a mean menu that's coming to a local spot.
And smooth tunes and cool moves, the unique groups that are coming to Smothers Theater at Pepperdine.
Whether you're a dog person or a cat person, you'll agree that the newest Malibu Farmers Market edition is a hit. A look at the first ever Puppy Madness in today's Around the Town Tuesday.
Sit with me, imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. One book could be the first that helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Oh, emojis. I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you.
She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to NewsWaves. I'm Buddy Kennedy, and this is Around the Town Tuesdays, where I show you what's new in Malibu. This week, we take a look at the newest and cutest addition to the Malibu Farmers Market. The first ever Puppy Madness was held at the Malibu Farmers Market this past Sunday. Dogs and cats from the Rock and Roll Rescue and Four Paws Kiddo Rescue were brought together by Irene DeZan Palmer with Caldwell Banker to try to expose the animals to the community.
There's just so many shelters that are overwhelmed with pets and they need to give them homes. So this is a good exposure for them to come out, people see the animals, and then fall in love with them.
Some of these animals were saved from almost certain death. Kittens like Pippa and Kate were extremely malnourished 3 months ago, but were rescued and nursed back to health by Grace, who was a volunteer with the Rock and Roll Rescue.
But it's hard, especially when you raise them, to let them go. But
Bittersweet, I guess, is the best way to describe it.
In just the hour and a half I was there, 3 dogs had already found a new home. Co-founder of Four Paws Kiddos, Ed Alexander, expresses his views on adoption.
I'd love people to adopt animals from me, but far more important, any rescue, any shelter is the perfect place to adopt a dog for you.
If you're interested in making a furry and lovable addition to your family, visit the Four Paws Kiddo Rescue and the Rock and Roll Rescue websites.
Wow, what an adorable story you had there.
Yeah, it was absolutely magnificent. And that one last guy, Ed, he said that at one point he was housing over 25 animals in his own home.
Wow.
And if Pepperdine didn't have the no pets on campus, I think I could beat him.
Yes, I agree. If my family's out there listening, I hope they heard an excuse for me to get a puppy.
Me too.
Two of my favorite things are puppies and dancing. And I heard we have a talk about some dancing and performing coming up.
Oh, yes, we do. Well, actually, Let It Go, the iconic Disney song from Frozen, needs to step over because there may be a new song that Frozen fans sing over and over. Disney released a new trailer for Frozen 2 that features Idina Menzel performing the song Into the Unknown. The Frozen 2 soundtrack will feature 7 new original songs. Frozen 2 premieres in theaters November 22nd. And also, speaking of song and dance, calling all music and dance enthusiasts, 2 local performers this week will be sure to make you move. NewsWaves 32 reporter Hallie Bowe is at Smothers Theater with more details on the shows. Hallie?
2 performing arts acts will be live here at the Smothers Theater this week. Pepperdine Center for the Performing Arts gave us an inside scoop on what you can expect from these 2 acts.
Simply 3, a pop-driven violin trio, is bringing their electric sounds to Smothers Theater this Wednesday at 7:30.
Their music takes a combination of classical music standards and combines them with pop and contemporary songs.
Versus Style Dance Company, a dynamic hip-hop group from Los Angeles, will then take the stage this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. The dance group is known for their high-energy dances.
They have a world premiere coming up this Saturday called Origins of Hip Hop, which is their new dance that they'll be performing here.
Carson encourages everyone to come to Pepperdine to see the dynamic acts.
I think it's great for people, particularly students, as you're continuing to learn and grow as students and as human beings, to experience new cultures, to learn about new things.
Tickets are just $10 for students, and residents can go online to purchase their tickets on Pepperdine's Performing Arts website. Versus Style Dance Company will be giving a preview of their Saturday show live on Thursday at noon outside of Starbucks on Pepperdine's main campus. For NewsWaves 32, I'm Hallie Bowe.
Well, thank you so much for that, Hallie and Kat. We'll definitely have to go and check that out.
Yes.
Okay, well, moving on. That's So Fetch, a pop-up restaurant entirely themed around the 2004 chick flick Mean Girls, is coming to Santa Monica next month. The pop-up will be on Ocean Avenue and will be called Fetch. The menu will include choices like Just Stab Caesar salad with pink dressing and whatever cheese fries with pink sauce. Tickets go on sale for the restaurant on Mean Girls Day, or better known as October 3rd.
Well, that is an exciting little pop-up.
Yeah, it's literally one of my favorite movies ever, so that'll be so much fun to go to.
I hope that it's pink and very girly,
Yes.
but I won't expect anything less.
Yeah, right? Great for some pictures.
I hope it's fetch enough for Gretchen to approve of.
Yes, absolutely. Whether you go for the food or the pictures. But that's all for tonight. I'm Christina Stratton.
I'm Katie Mutchler. We'll be back on Thursday.